Welcome to Travel with Sean. I'm Sean. Today we're in Athens, Greece, along with the Carnival celebration. They're having a parade. Today is the last day of Carnival in Greece. Tomorrow is Clean Monday, the beginning of Lent. So let the festivities begin. In much of Europe and South America, Carnival lasts about a week, sometimes just a few days, and it all ends before Ash Wednesday. But what happens in Athens follows a different rhythm. Here it's called Apocrius, a celebration that stretches across 3 full weeks, blending ancient pagan roots with Orthodox tradition, and it's not connected to Ash Wednesday. It starts playfully, with kids in costume and decorations popping up throughout the city, then building in energy until the streets erupt in music, dancing, and celebration. And finally giving way to something quieter and more reflective. Apocrius unfolds in 3 themed weeks. First comes the pre-announcement week, a warm-up, when the city starts to decorate and the first costume parties pop up. Then comes Meat Week, a time for serious feasting, the highlight of which is called Smoky Thursday. It's a time when the smell of grilled meat is said to take over the city streets. The third is Cheese Week, when meat is set aside and people eat dairy in preparation for Orthodox Lent, which begins with Clean Monday and has no connection at all to Ash Wednesday. So, finally, it all ends on Clean Monday, a day for flying kites, eating fasting foods, and heading to the hills for a picnic. At least that's how the Athenians celebrate. In the evening and night before Clean Monday, Athens bursts into full celebration, with people gathering in Syntagma Square for carnival-like celebrations. It's a night filled with chaos, fun, and lighthearted gaiety. You never know what you will see. These band members chose to quietly acknowledge the 57 people who died in the train crash 2 years ago. Could this be the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band that the Beatles sang about years ago? Whether or not they are, let's check out the sound. This begins late in the afternoon and continues early into the evening until the square is bursting at its seams with people. Then you know it's time for the grand parade, the highlight of the Apocrius festivities. Now we part from the parade and shift into Clean Monday. Clean Monday is a federal holiday in Greece. Many businesses are closed, as are all archaeological sites. The day marks the start of Orthodox Lent and is meant to encourage renewal, a cleansing of the mind, body, and soul. People in Athens head to the hills on Clean Monday. One of their most beloved traditions is kite-flying, a symbol of freedom, and for some, a reflection on the soul's ascent and the hope of spiritual renewal. On Clean Monday, you can see families and friends gathering on hills like Philippapu, with kites flying in the sky, as people enjoy a peaceful day outdoors. Only a handful of kites were in the air. It was so blustery that people had stayed away, and the gusts felt even stronger, being on one of Athens' tallest hills. At the summit of the hill, a few people still wanted to give it a try, kites in hand, testing the wind. Even if the sky wasn't full of color at this time, the spirit of the day was there, calm, open, and quietly festive. While much of Athens gathered in parks to celebrate, this man sat quietly on the hill, almost as if meditating. It felt like he was in sync with the spirit of the day, inward reflection, gentle release, and a sense of beginning again. The calm began to shift as small groups and families made their way downhill, chatting quietly as they went. It felt unhurried, like everyone was easing into the day and easing into the season ahead. Then we encountered a larger group, carrying kites, continuing on towards Nymph's Hill. As the wind picked up, it felt like the perfect moment to welcome the new season, symbolizing renewal and hope. As we arrive on Nymph's Hill, the scene before us is vibrant with life. Kites fill the sky, drifting between patches of white cloud. Music plays in the background as people gather all across the hill, talking, laughing, and looking up. It's a celebration of freedom and renewal as everyone joins in the spirit of Clean Monday, sharing in the simple joy of the moment. Taking our gaze away from the kites, we see families enjoying picnics on the hillside. Others continue to arrive, weaving through the crowd with smiles, adding to the rhythm of the day meant for slowing down and starting fresh. The concerts bring together both locals and visitors to enjoy music that captures the spirit of the season, celebrating the playful side of Apocrius while also marking the more contemplative shift into Orthodox Lent. As the day winds down, Clean Monday offers a perfect balance of celebration and introspection, closing the Carnival season and opening the path to Orthodox Lent with its focus on simplicity and renewal.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for traveling along with me. I hope you enjoyed celebrating Carnival like I did. Appreciate your support, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.